This is Marina, and you are listening to High-Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk, and we're at a tempo of 150 beats per minute. So as usual, I urge you to get on up and simply walk or run in place to achieve musical health. Abdominal muscles in and up, great big smile. I'm being joined by the fabulous Mike Doran and Linda Weaver of Access Talent in New York City. You got it going on. Well, I chose this song, Linda Weaver and Mike Doran, my friends, from about 30 years. We know each other 30 years, you know that?
At least.
I'd say so.
And these two folks, Brandon, big stars in the voiceover industry, radio, TV, all that going on. Very fabulous, you know? And so I chose this song called Play the Game that I wrote. I must have written this about 6 years ago because they're still in the game. You know, the industry has changed. So we're going to talk about that today, yeah? Feel the beat, people. You got it going on now. Never stop moving. Come on now. I will stay with you until the end. So let's pretend while we play the game. All right, well, that's enough of that. We're at 150 beats per minute. So the idea of the show is to never stop moving. Hear the beat, feel the music, and never stop moving in your body, your life. Linda Weaver. You go by that, baby.
I do.
You're still here.
Uh-huh.
Industry has changed.
Got to survive.
Got to survive.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
It's really about loving it.
Yeah.
It really is about that.
Totally.
It's a nice game to play.
You got it. I love it. Well, you know, jingles, commercials, all that. Feel the beat, people. You got it going on. And Brandon, you look fabulous today. Let's talk about what you ate for breakfast. Did you have your oatmeal, Mr. 70-pound weight loss with Marina?
I did. Yeah. It's oatmeal and strawberries and blueberries.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's very good.
Well, liking that. I clocked that in at about, 200 calories. Skim milk you have?
Skim milk, yeah.
Fabulous. That's a good game to play. Low fat, low calorie. You got it going on, Brandon. So let's pretend while we play the game. All right, so Mike Doran, who's like this big machi and everything, Linda. He's done like 1 million voiceovers, and he was head of DDB Needham Radio and Music Department like 1,000 years ago, but fabulous.
That's right, 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago. Well,
memory now.
You're an old yenta like me.
Yenta?
Totally. I don't know, kind of the wrong thing. That's you and me, Linda.
Yeah, I'm 25% Yenta.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Ooh, he's a mutt person. So he's part tribe.
Okay, it's fine.
That's good. It counts, all that. So Mike Doran, and we're going to talk about the industry changing and all of that. His new company's name is VRS. I like to say V because it's like a voiced consonant. I like that.
Yeah, it sticks with you, right?
I like it, baby. We're going to play together. Here we go. You got it now. The games we play. The games we play. The games we play. Let's go. Play. The games we play. Now. All right. Well, I always talk about singing and movement and aerobic breathing and wind control, Mike Doran. You know all about that. Totally.
I do.
Totally. And we have to, keep moving as we get older in life. We're not young. Cardio people. You got it now. We'll stay with you until the end. So let's pretend while we play the game. But it's all big one game, Linda Weaver. None of this is really real. All this virtual stuff.
No.
It's not.
Real and not real.
Real and not
Which
real.
is it?
I don't know. It's
Maybe
emotional.
Matrix.
Maybe. Well, you're an agent. You have to play both sides of the coin, real and not
To
real.
walk a razor's edge.
Totally.
Absolutely.
You're so good at that. She's so fabulous. We love Linda Weaver. She looks good, too. She's a fitness person. She does yoga and movement and all that kind of stuff. She knows how to move. Play the game. Oh, you got it, people. Come on, feel it. While we play the game. So let's pretend while we play the game. All right, because this is true. You know, those of us, Mike Doran, that are voiceover, we're vocalists, you and myself.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you look
From way
good.
down here.
You look good. You look in good shape to me.
Yeah. You know, and I don't do that much.
No?
I just shovel gravel and work around the house.
And you raised children.
Yeah.
So that's physical.
I go watch events now.
Okay. Instead of play them?
Well, I don't play rugby. I mean, that's what my sons play. So.
Okay. All right. But, you know, as a vocalist, you do all this aerobic breathing all the time, and that is fitness. That is what we are doing here today, Mike Doran.
Sure, but most people don't understand breathing and how deep it is and how controlled you can be with it.
Totally. And I always explain it the same way, that as a vocalist, because a lot of people in fitness, in the industry, that part of my industry, my fitness industry, aerobic breathing, sanshin, vocalization is all the same thing. We inhale through the nose, we exhale on a controlled breath, keeping the rib cage out. So for our listeners today, abdominal muscles in and up. We're now at a tempo of 140 beats per minute. If you're simply walking in place, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, controlling that air, keeping those ribs nice and high, pulling in that stomach. Suck it in, people. Feel the beat. You got it going on. All right. Well, that's enough of that. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk. I am here with voiceover artist extraordinaire, producer, director, everything fabulous, Mike Doran, and Linda Weaver, Access Talent, New York City commercial agent, my friend of 30 years, and Brandon Osborn, New York City-based actor who's lost 70 pounds with Marina. A little applause in the studio. I like the sound effects.
Well done, Brandon.
You know, very good, very good. So, Mike Doran, tell me a little bit about this. You know, you're all involved in equipment and virtual and all of this stuff. This VSR. What does this stand for? VRS.
It's a controlled online broadcast network, a mini broadcast network that you can put together.
Okay.
And it allows people to put out high-end content along with a teleconference. Think of it that way.
What do these initials stand for?
Virtual recording studio.
Virtual recording studio. That makes sense to me.
But that's where it came from.
Okay.
It's not what it ended up being, so we just kept the initials.
I love that.
Yeah.
I like it because being in the entertainment industry and recording with Kamen Entertainment Group, and you've been everywhere, you know, we don't have to name names. Howard Schwartz. He's coming on the show, so we can talk about Howard. He said he'd do it. He said he'd do it. I want to talk to Howie. Totally. About the disaster in 2008, but we won't go back. Moving forward, taking these steps forward. I like this idea that you're talking about.
Well, it takes everything we do and just puts it out there and makes it accessible. So that's really all we're doing.
Yeah.
So that talent can work with a copywriter in Chicago and an art director in New York and a production company in Miami.
Okay, and how about the over 50? I kind of tortured Linda with this. I mean, she's pretty good with this technical thing, but a lot of us are technically challenged over the age of 50. So what about our older actors? Will they be comfortable?
Yeah, they'll be real comfortable. It's a software plug-in. It's a download once and click it on and off you go. The camera comes on. It controls the camera on your laptop and you're a participant. The mic comes on as well. And it's controlled remotely. So the participant doesn't have to do anything.
Oh, he's so smart. Mike Doran. He's fabulous. Unbelievable. He was always ahead of the curve. You know, always ahead of the curve at DDB and everything. I'm going to tell you when we met. We met in the year 1983, and I'm going to tell you how long ago it is. There's another name in the industry, Chris McHale, who I was looking at his resume on your desk at that time.
Really?
Totally.
Really?
And the first thing it said was guitarist.
Chris was actually, that's what he loved. What he was doing was he was doing lighting up at the Boston Opera Company.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, he was the assistant lighting director up there when I hired him.
Wow. So that's how long ago it was, Mike?
Yeah, he showed up and had $10 in his pocket.
There you go. All right.
Done pretty well since then, huh?
There you go. All right. Well, you know, we all go forward, but I just wanted to give you an idea. So I would clock it at like 1983. That's what I'm thinking. Something like that.
That's about right.
Makes sense to you?
Right, yeah.
All right. It gives our listeners the idea of how old I am. I'm 53. I feel fabulous. I love it. I love getting older. I wouldn't want to go back there, Mike. I really wouldn't. I was schlepping around packages for Dick Lavsky. I love Dick Lavsky. He was a nice man. He was very nice to me. And he let me do my thing. Started my voiceover casting department, Linda Weaver. That's how we met.
That's how we met.
You were J. Michael Bloom.
Yes.
Right?
It wasn't at Cunningham, was it? No. Lavsky? No.
What year? 80.
You were 83.
Yeah.
So it would have to be J. Michael Bloom. But now you own Access Talent for a very long time.
12 years.
Wow. Incredible what you've
Memorial
done.
Day will be the beginning of 13th year.
Fantastic.
It is. It's great.
Fantastic. Linda Weaver, Access Talent, Mike Doran, Brandon Osborn in the studio today. Feel the beat, people. things change in our industry, we talk about the technology, but as people, as we get older, you gotta kind of go with the flow here. The wave comes in, the wave goes out, and you have to reinvent yourself. So that's what we're doing, Linda Weaver, yeah?
But everything's really, I think the whole point is that you view everything as an opportunity.
Yes.
And embrace it and move forward versus, oh, I don't want to do that because it's new.
Totally. But a lot of people don't feel that way. Getting high on new things in life, guys. You got it going on. Come on, in time, we're gonna get there. Tonight, come on, and take me with you. Because a lot of people get left in the dust when things change, Mike Doran. And if they're not, if they're not comfortable changing, I don't want to use the word willing, not comfortable, a lot of people get frightened.
Sure.
Change, yeah?
And they don't know how to do anything else because they love what we do.
That's right.
That's part of what it comes from, is that what we do is a lot of fun and takes great skill.
Yes.
But they don't want to walk away from that. And some of them have to.
It's true. And also merging. I love this equation in the studio of Linda Weaver and Mike Doran, Brandon Osborn. You like how I'm getting the name in there?
I do. I like it.
I told you, don't get the picture and resume out or anything, but you can lean next to Linda Weaver. She's fabulous.
Rub off a little.
And I love it. I love the whole thing. But that is so true. I mean, in our industry, it has changed like many industries in our country right now and around the world. And certainly with technology, being flexible and being able to make that switch is sometimes very scary to people. Don't you think?
Yeah, sure, because it takes the social element out. It takes that thing we loved, Seeing you guys is great, It's great being here.
Well,
we don't see each other anymore.
I know.
Part of that whole vibe of the industry we love.
That's right. Feeling it today. This is Marina. You're listening to High Energy Fitness Musical Health Talk with a tempo of 144 beats per minute. Song is called High Tonight from highenergyfitness.com. Feel it. High tonight. I know in time we're gonna get there. High tonight. Come on and take me with you. All right. Well, now I'm schwitzing and sweating and I miss my modulation and all that kind of great stuff. So whatever. But I got my cardio in. So the idea of the show is to be edutained with information while we are at a cardio pace. And I'm writing jingles here. You know what I'm saying? I wrote Play the Game, High Tonight. I've written 400 songs for fitness, Mike, in the past 20 years here. So I picked a few of these themes for you guys that I thought would apply. I'm going to pick up the tempo to 150 beats per minute. Just for a moment. We're actually going to go faster than that, but what can I tell you? Linda, what's going on with Access Talent over there? What's fabulous over there?
We're actually fairly slow right now, but that's okay because it gives us opportunities to explore new avenues and to look at new talent. Part of an agent's job really is to go and mine for new talent, and when you're super busy, you really can't do that.
Yes.
The industry really does demand that we provide new and fresh people all the time, as well as a stable base.
Totally. And I know I always schmooze you and I love you very much, and you know that because, you're like this warm person. That didn't frighten me. You're always very good to me. Very good. You hooked me up, babe,
I
over
think
the
people
years.
should be doing that for each other in this business. That's really part of what this business is.
Totally.
Working together.
Love Linda Weaver. Feel the beat at 150 beats per minute, Linda Weaver. Access Talent today. Feel it. I have picked the tempo up to 158 beats per minute, Linda Weaver, and I was just sitting in the studio here and editing. What do you think? What do you think of my editing chops, Mike Doran?
I think you got it down. I'm surprised.
Are
I
you
didn't know you
shocked?
were into that. Yeah.
Really? Well,
Very impressed.
I like to keep things under wraps and not give away too much of my story. I gave good coffee and good casting director at Kamen Entertainment Group years ago. I took good care of you guys.
Yeah. I
Serviced you well.
Oh, you bet you did, baby.
Totally. Loving it. All right, well, Brandon, we're at 158 beats per minute. Let's see you bop, baby. Get the sweat on going. You got it. Feel it. Don't talk too much today. You got it.
Maybe it's a fact. You better watch your act. I'll tell you where it's at. Never ever say it too much. Make up your mind. This is where I draw the line. Don't let it blow your mind. Never ever say it too much. Maybe it's a fact. You better watch your act. I'll tell you where it's at. Never ever say it too much. Make up your mind. This is where I draw the line. Don't let it blow your mind. Never ever, 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 never ever, 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 ever say it too much.
All right, well, now I'm schwitzing and hucking and glowing and all of that. But the point is, I'm getting my cardio going on while I'm working, Linda. Yeah? So people in corporate America should understand that. You know, if you're listening to a radio show or you're sitting at your desk, just check your alignment. Start by abdominal muscles in and up. Chest is high. Drop your chin to take the tension off the back of the neck. Great big smile. It's your musical health time. You got it going on.
Baby, it's a fact. You better watch your act. I'll tell you where it's at. Never ever say too much. Make up your mind. This is where it's all the line. Don't let it blow your mind. Never ever say too much. Baby, it's a fact. You better watch your act. I'll tell you where it's at. Never ever say too much. Make up your mind. This is where it's all the line. Don't let it blow your mind. Never ever, 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 ever say too much.
All right, so now I can eat my turkey sandwich with my mayonnaise for lunch. What do you think?
I think great.
Do you think great, right? Okay, a little winded. Breathe, people. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Feel the beat, 158 beats per minute. We're going to work out in the second segment. Are you with me? You going to do body conditioning in a chair, Mike Doran, with me?
Sure, I can do it in the chair.
Oh, I can't wait. Linda Weaver, you're in?
Absolutely.
Brandon Osborn?
Oh yeah, every time.
Totally.
Do it.
You're fabulous. This is Marina. We'll be right back. You got it going on.